watching Council's Corner, bitch.
All right. Cool.
I'm glad we got Samuel L's endorsement, though. I mean, it
A
doesn't mean nothing.
warning would have been nice. I got jump scared by the house.
I mean, Samuel will scare you. You don't want him jumping out at you out of nowhere in the dark. That's not a good idea.
Let me get into the light.
Oh, what's going on?
that's
You guys
tired
hear
of
me?
Motherfucking snakes on this fucking plane.
Can you guys hear me? Is my mic working?
Yeah, sounds all
Yeah,
good.
hey, kitty.
I have
Yeah,
so
talking over you.
I want to start out saying that I have an important announcement to make, but you're gonna have to wait about 10 minutes to find out what it is. So stick around.
What the hell?
Is that a good
That's
strategy?
the worst.
Tease.
He basically
That is the
announced
worst.
an announcement. He made an announcement for the announcement. Thanks,
What's
buddy.
up, William?
Way to go.
Thanks for popping in, dude.
William, hello.
Yeah, so welcome to Council's Corner, episode 19, which I don't know if you noticed the title, but that's almost 20.
Yep.
That seems like a lot of fucking times to do this shit, you know? That's a
Yeah.
A sane person
lot of
would have
time
asked himself
spent
by now
just
why.
talking to you guys.
Almost a habit by now.
Right? Like that's the weird thing. I'm like, oh, like I know it's Wednesday internally because of this. You
I
know?
forgot it was Wednesday.
Yeah,
He
otherwise,
forgot.
So I know I usually start off by asking you guys what you did this week, but this week I'm going to talk about what I did this week.
We're not going to just say hello and do introductions?
No.
No, Bonley.
Jumping into it?
Who needs to be
Hey.
introduced?
Hey, what's
Needs
up, guys?
the closest thing
Nice
to
to
needing an
see you
introduction.
again. It's going to be a great week.
He's-
I'm excited. I'm doing my intro
Ne-
regardless.
needs-
He just does it anyway.
Needs back again this week.
Fuck
He's
you, I'm
playing
not-
into the. What is it?
I'm
Into
gonna
the.
switch something over.
Well, I hope so, because you're a
And
black
he's having
screen
some
right
kind of
now.
technical thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat.
I'm gonna
Neat
switch
to
something
black
that
hole.
will be better for talking.
But yeah, no introductions this week, only
Yeah,
none.
what's up, Kitty? What's up?
I
What
already
happened?
got mine in, so I'm good. What's up, everyone?
Sorry, what's up, Kayleeki? How are you doing? You doing good?
Oh,
Yeah,
hi,
you.
chat.
Hello.
Are you here?
I'm here.
Hello.
Oh, hi. How are
Hey,
you?
how you doing?
That's
Audio
pretty
sounding
fast. What's
good,
up?
Taylor.
Everyone
Everything
waves to
okay
chat.
over there?
Hi, chat.
Sir Maldo, are you I mean you're technically here.
I'm technically here.
Some of you's here.
Are we playing
Most
Blade
of
Sorcery,
you, yeah.
Nate?
I mean, for now.
Yeah, I'm gonna put
Shimano
that since I have
over the
I
week
can
has
have an
merged.
external camera with that.
Shimano has merged
What's
with
up?
his painting over the
Nice.
last week.
Good.
One.
It's become
So mold.
So yeah, this
Yeah.
week we actually me, Meta, and Budo went to a Post Malone concert. We got baked as fuck and got really excited because we were all going to go meet up and watch Post Malone. And this was in VR and hosted by Meta, so it was a dismal failure. It didn't work at all. To no one's surprise, really. I'm glad I wasn't super excited for it.
I am completely nice to hear that.
We tried for at least half an hour, you would say, 45 minutes. We went
45
40
minutes.
40
We tried
minutes.
for 45
40
minutes.
because I wanted to jump in at 45 minutes and you guys were already
Wow.
out.
Yeah. So
So at 40
tried-
minutes,
we tried like
but I mean,
8 to 10 different rooms. Yeah.
Sounds fun.
By the way, I saw an audio delay, so if I off anyone, it's not on purpose.
you are having some
I
audio
like
things
your
going on.
look going down there. Occasionally
Not tonight,
you're-
anyway.
So on that note, though, while it didn't work at first, I checked in. We were in the middle of a production meeting, but then I had to reset my computer. And during that reset, I realized, well, let's jump in. It was 15 minutes until it was going to end, so I jumped in for like the last 15 minutes of it. And even so, I did see whatever they were wanting to present, at least the end of it. And even though seeing it, it wasn't what I was wanting. It was weird.
It wasn't much better than what we saw.
No,
With
I
it
mean,
not working at all?
empty void. No, it was working, but the way it was presented wasn't interesting to me. It didn't feel like a concert. because it was just this gigantic Post Malone. It was just like watching a music video, but like on like a VR Netflix thing. Like I was wanting
Is there a way
more.
to adequately, easily wrap, like show this in like a clip, less than 10 minutes to kind of like
Like around
all of that? Really,
like around
just,
6
put
minutes.
their format that like shows.
Is there a way to
this?
fix your
Yeah, I
face?
think something like that.
Okay, so I think you enter over here. No, that's different. I think it's over here, yeah. Good luck.
Or I found a place to go.
Alright, so now I'm here. So where are you guys?
Where are you at? Are you by where you teleported back out again?
Are you in this room? I don't even know if you're fucking in here.
Umbrella Academy episodes I could be watching right now. Me and my husband were binging it ourselves, so he's like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
this is
Maddie, when are
definitely
you
not
coming?"
working as it should.
Oh, so I can't invite you to the world I'm in because it's full.
Ah. Should I try to invite you into mine?
Yeah.
Oh, same with me. Yep, full. And there's just a bunch of people wandering around saying, "Why isn't this working?"
Bro, it's working on Facebook.
People here are telling me it's not working for them either. But that it's working on Facebook.
It is working on Facebook.
This is working so great.
Oh, the good crowd, what up? Hey, guys. Oh, this is the best show ever. Yo, where the Molly at? I want a refund. Is somebody playing the music in the background? I'm watching the fucking Facebook live stream. Oh, it's working? Awesome. Yeah, it's working on Facebook. It's some bullshit. I agree. It's some bullshit.
Let's go to where it is. Let's see if we can go.
Yeah, let's go watch the black screen. Let's go watch the void.
So this is where it is? Is this it? This is it. Oh, wow.
Yep. These are supposed to be our seats, and that's supposed to be the concert right there. Okay, so Kitty, we can't watch it. If you're in VR, you can't watch it.
There's got to be a way to do this. This is stupid.
No, it's not working. Like, it's broken.
All right, look, we all made it into one, didn't you? That's not working either. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I love watching this black screen. Oh.
This party's lit, bro.
Yeah! Give me a Red Bull!
Fuck it, we'll make our own fun, I guess.
All right, who wants what else? What else?
Some pixel chips.
We got
delicious.
pixel chips. There's some chocolate. This is all provided by Post Malone. He apologizes for the delay in the concert. It's all in the house. Thank you. Thank you.
The Post Malone meta concert fail. Pixel chips.
I mean, it's just like, come on. One job. They had one job.
Yo, we were just doing this with OBS earlier. Like, how hard is this? They're just putting a stream up. They're a giant tech company.
Making a moat. Doing a moat. Thumbs down. No, we're not celebrating. Doing thumbs down.
When you walk in the world, it says this is being recorded. I'm glad they're recording their own failure. Like, watch, they're gonna tell the world it was a success because it's working on Facebook. So people without VR think it's working fine.
What? I want to say, like, I can't believe it's not working, but I can.
What is this?
You know, I respect his change in his musical direction. It's very simple. You know?
Dude, like this sucks.
Oh, who's that? I hear something.
Someone's playing it behind you.
Everyone gather around the concert. It sounds
I like this
it
Nas
would
is
have been
moving with it
good.
too.
Our most recent experience with the venue's music event featuring the Foo Fighters was plagued with connection issues. Here's hoping there's less trouble with the Post Malone stream. No. Spoiler alert.
Spoilers. We'll do it 3 times, and if all 3 are fucked, then the whole thing's fucked.
Can anybody in here see this?
All right, accept your invites.
No,
Nobody can see this.
Oh my god.
3 minutes in and we still can't see it. Is it working for anyone in here either?
I don't hear shit.
I guess no.
No, it doesn't look
Is
right.
everyone in here staring
Just
at a
bunch
black
of people
screen?
being bummed.
Is this a black screen for everyone?
Yo, this black screen is
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see it, right? I'm seeing it.
the black
Don't you-
screen
don't
is
you mess
rad,
with me,
dude.
man.
I love this
No,
black
I'm
screen.
legit seeing it. No, I'm
Hey.
legit seeing it. I'm not even fucking with you guys.
You're singing it? I can't see.
I think
Oh,
you're
okay,
fucking with us,
are
guys.
you
I
closing
can't-
your eyes?
Yeah.
I think
No,
you guys
he
closing
was
your eyes
today's
or
years
open?
old
It's a
when he
black
met his
screen.
first internet troll.
I can literally see it.
I can't.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
This
No,
is what
can't.
you call an internet troll. The evolution.
Hey, don't shoot the messenger, man.
They used to be behind keyboards, now they
That's
have
not even
avatars.
applicable.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna go downstairs and bartend.
Couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle the truth.
Alright, let's try another
I
one.
couldn't.
Let's try another one.
Okay.
This will be our 4th try. We got this, guys.
Oh my god. Clusterfuck.
I'm sure this one will work. I have complete faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have so much faith right now. It's gonna be perfect. God, what a huge disappointment.
Honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if we didn't have audio. You wouldn't be missing anything.
Man, this blank show is awesome, dude. I love this void.
Yeah, this empty for
It
everyone
was
here
an
as well.
interesting artist's choice, but you know, I can get behind it.
I'm excited. I'm not
It
gonna lie,
speaks to
though.
the
Like,
emptiness
I
of
really
the
hope
human
this
condition.
turns out.
Well, no, it's already started on Facebook. It's working on Facebook. It's just not working here.
Oh, that's
Really?
nice.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
You can watch
go
it
to
flat,
Facebook
you just
right now
can't
and
see
watch
it,
it.
in
But in
here.
all of the VR venues we've been to,
Really?
it's a black screen. No,
Hey,
no,
KDB.
Facebook fucked up. This is not gonna work. We've been to like 6 worlds. They're all black. There's nothing working.
Wow. Oh my god.
Aren't you glad you put time out of your day to come here? Alright, last world. We can make this work, guys. I have faith this time.
Come back
Next
and
one will
Are
work.
we, are we jumping into
Really?
another
We're
one?
gonna try
See
again?
you soon.
Jesus.
We're gonna keep going through the matrix. Hopefully we'll find something.
The good news is we're getting familiar with the Horizon World's user interface.
What a positive that comes out of going to
That's
a
true.
concert. It's
Yeah,
silly
you
meta.
use
You
this-
tricked me into a tutorial. Guys,
Man.
I'm sorry to say, I don't think this is gonna work. I was so certain this time. But maybe we should try one more.
So, I just need everyone to know that I'm finally going to make my announcement. So, today, live on stream, I'm going to reveal who I am in real life.
Don't do it.
Oh, I have to do it. But I need to first warn you that while I was at that concert, I spent so much time staring into the void that the void stared back.
That's pretty good. I'll take that.
This is what I am now.
What is he? What is he? Oh no. It's
I was born in the dark.
Oh no.
Why?
For that.
Why are you a googly-eyed monster?
Oh god. So yeah, that was I mean that was
You're just gonna move
imagine
on
that
from
but
Meta's
40 more
crazy ass
minutes.
face?
of
Okay.
that.
I guess we'll just accept that.
Yeah, we're just gonna accept it.
It's all good.
We're
Yeah.
good. Yeah, time to move on.
All right.
What did you think?
If you don't acknowledge him, maybe it'll just go away.
What?
This is the
You want
new
it to
me.
go away. You see how they treat you, Meta Man? Talk so much shit.
I see how
That's
this is. Does you know what this is?
crazy.
This is googly eyes phobic. And I won't stand for it.
Well, now we're gonna get canceled. Don't do that shit.
I will say those are the
yeah.
biggest googly eyes I've ever seen, and I like googly eyes, so I really
love
appreciate
me
those
some big
googly eyes.
googly eyes.
I'm
Calling my
excited.
eyes
This is a big
googly
episode
eyes.
now.
That's part of
And
googly
now
eyes
that Tomado's
phobic.
up,
These are my
I
normal
mean,
eyes.
Man, this is an epic episode, guys. Epic.
So yeah,
So
that was.
I got something. I got something on this meta shit too. when you
Only
guys
has
start
something.
talking about it. If you could combine this guy with the goat scream, and you could like turn like.
Oh, you gotta give him that idea, don't you? Yeah.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry.
Look at him now. He's googling. God damn it.
I'm googling.
Oh, that was pretty good.
What did he do to him?
I don't know, but I think Google should be our new crazy word. It should take over Zenith. Every time anybody says Google when he's got this crazy ass face on, we should get the Pee Wee Herman.
I don't have the soundboard running tonight, so it's moot anyways.
No crowd. I like
no
my
laughing.
crowd.
Hey, look, it's neat.
Kaylee,
Yeah, I'm here.
how do you feel about Meta's real face?
It's absolutely perfect.
I think I like him better with the mask on.
So much.
like
It's
the
just
mask better?
perfect. But if you look too long into the eyes, it kind of gets you. It's like staring into your souls. Yeah, no, I think I'm good. No, no, not really.
Those
You
are
will
squirty
subscribe
eyes.
to Council's Corner.
It's come to this, guys. It's come to this. It's just
we gotta do what we gotta do,
you know, whatever it
Times
takes.
are rough, buddy. Have you
We
seen the
need
price of
somebody to
gas?
see this. It's crazy.
You have no emotion though. I can't tell if you're happy,
Oh, no, there's
angry.
I know, you can
Where?
tell.
What more do you need than?
You're right.
It's pretty
But I'm
emotional.
sad.
Right.
Happy.
Okay.
I don't know if William agrees with it. I don't know if he agrees with the.
Oh, no. No,
It's
he
funny
means
because he
this
said that about
show.
the
He
other thing,
means
but
this
now we're making it
show.
about this thing.
Yeah.
I
This is
just
not a
need to make you
double-entendre.
aware that
They're
you're either with
together.
us or you're against us.
Which is going to be part of my
I'll-
news. I'm going to be
I'll
talking.
put
gotten
I'll
kind
put
of
up the other
aggressive.
caption. I'll do it.
It's kind of aggressive. But listen, so here's all right. So I got something on this meta show. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I just Googled. I promise we didn't make this man do this. This was all his idea. This is not our idea. I want everybody to know that we didn't make him come on and act like this. This was totally his idea. Okay, so all the, you know.
I won't lie that I didn't
Just so you
encourage
know.
it. It's not. I think I
It
might have
has
been like,
been
yeah, get the
encouraged.
googly eyes
It
for
has
that.
not been
I
forced.
encouraged getting
Okay.
a green one. You should've
Anyway,
got a
Yeah, the
green
main
one.
thing we encouraged was originally he didn't have the googly eyes, and we're all like, dude, we can't do that. You look like
Yeah.
you're
You
playing
know-
ninja over there.
You know that like our guests are gonna prefer you not be Mr. Googly Eye.
Over the
Hopefully-
avatar with the hair toupee that flips around? I
Our
don't know.
guest will be like answering a question, that'll be like
It brings a new meaning to the secret word. Today it's
Oh
Google.
no. Oh no. But anyway, okay. So here's what I got on the Meta show, right? While we were watching the clip there, I typed in Post Malone, VR fail, right? The first thing that pops up is Meta's video with 2 views. I'm just throwing that out there. Like, no one is commenting on this. Okay, 0 people. 0. Now, under that is an article from Uproxx, from the hip hop editor, Aaron Williams. I'm putting him on blast because he didn't even do his research. Post Malone shares live versions of 12 Carat standouts from his VR concert, right? Now, let me just read for a second. This past weekend, so this is not written prior to the show. This past weekend, Post Malone teamed up with Meta for a VR concert of live performances of songs from his new album. And to start the week, he shared a pair of the songs from the performance. And then he goes on to say that it's for people that missed the live stream opportunity that they missed out on, implying that there was an actual performance when there was no fucking
That's
performance.
not what happened.
And then he basically just goes on to talk about his music, and then that's it. There's no mention that none of this shit worked. And when you look down and you keep looking down the articles, every article is just from before the concert saying it was going to happen. But there's not one fucking article saying that none of that shit worked and none of it happened. Not
The
one
only
article.
reference I could find to it was on Twitter.
That's it.
Some people like responding to him in his Twitter feed, like, "Yo, the
Meta has
concert never
the
happened."
only video talking about this concert not happening. That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah.
Like, how do we have the only video talking about this concert not happening?
Good job, Meta. And by the way, but speaking of this thing, Meta or Kitty, I don't know if you checked your email recently, but did you get a survey to talk about the Post Malone concert?
Well, we're giving a survey right fucking now. You should just send a clip of the show.
I got a survey, and so I haven't done it yet, but I'm like, well, I'm gonna be very honest about this, and you're not gonna like it. So,
What concert?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's
pretty. You should message this dude. You should message this dude like, hey, remember that concert that didn't fucking happen?
Yeah.
What happened?
And like I said, even without it was not utilizing VR the way that it should. It was just like being in big screen and watching.
Was it at least a 3D video or was it flat?
It was 3D-ish, maybe.
It's flat. So I noticed something when you go to Meta's Meta, the company's website for Horizon Venues or whatever, the Oculus store. It'll tell you what format it's being broadcast in. So I think it says quadrilineal or something like that, which essentially means flat square screen.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I guess maybe it just felt because they were putting it. They had the stage going around it and stuff. I don't know. So it maybe tricked my eyes, but yeah, it felt like it wasn't any different than watching something in big screen. I feel like they should do more for a VR concert if it even is going to work, But it didn't actually work for most people. And when I went, there was 2 people there. So because everybody had left, they had all given up on it even working. So it was the weirdest, most awkward concert. Like we were all on a different little, you saw the platforms that we were going on, and it was.
Did anyone see teabagging the ground up here? Or is it? Oh, we're all just ignoring that because he's pressing the button. He's just squatting up and down there.
I had no idea that was Neat. I thought that was an NPC that Neat was looking at.
Nah, man, that's Neat.
What's up, Neat?
Oh, no.
I'm here.
Yeah, get closer, bro. Move it in. We don't need all of you.
Oh, no, not the face.
Not that close. There we go. Get a little closer.
Perfect.
There we go. Cool. Right there. Now you're right with us. There we go. All right.
We want you in arm's
He's
reach.
in Blade and Sorcery. I don't know. Dude, my camera's overheating. It's too hot now, so my camera's freaking overheating.
It's too hot.
Look at this.
Oh, I saw that. I saw the warning.
The shutdown timer keeps turning on.
Oh no!
It's like
my PC's having issues doing this virtual cam and the live stream at the same time.
Don't let the show go down.
I have some very low frame rates right now. in this game.
No, what's happening? Why is there a thing clicking on Kitty's thing?
If
Because
it
it's
does
trying
on
to shut down.
yeah, if it does on Kitty's end, I think because I'm in on all right.
Oh, I'll still be here. Look, I'll turn
Yeah.
my camera off. This is the worst thing that happens.
Show.
I'm gonna
The
let
show
it
is
cool down
epic.
for a minute.
Yeah.
Can't.
So, anyways, yeah,
Anyways.
the show is just
But
total.
why? Now let me ask you a question though. How the fuck did they get away with
Ooh,
no
now I
one
get my
saying
logo
that
to show
it
up. Look
didn't
at that.
fail
Look
at
at
all?
that pretty logo.
I don't know. Well, and
Nobody.
I would have said that it's because like nobody checked it out, but there was a lot of rooms and there were a lot of people in every room. So it's
Right, but
really
there's
weird
not
that nothing
one
was said.
fucking article. Like there's 100 articles talking about the show happening. Not one person followed up to see how it went. Like
Yeah.
what the yo? That just shows you the state of these assholes, man. Lazy motherfuckers. Like
I mean,
like, this
yeah,
guy wrote
that's-
he wrote this article as if the show fucking happened, and if people
Well,
missed out if they weren't there. Like what are you
It did
talking
happen.
about, bro?
It just didn't happen in
fucking
VR.
happen.
Well, yeah,
Yo,
and-
why
and
would
it
But
did
no one
happen on
cares
time.
about it happening if it would just be a YouTube video otherwise. That's being like,
Yeah.
oh, it was so cool. You should have
Yeah,
been there
dumb
when we
as
live
shit.
streamed on YouTube. It was
Live stream.
what
Yeah, it's
heights? Like, what the fuck?
And it's a bummer it didn't because like it could have been interesting if it did work with that crew because there was a lot of people. You know, it had that vibe of when
Nah,
back
man.
in the day of
If you're
Zenith,
gonna
with
do-
a bunch of people. It was like that, but like
Yeah,
it
like
could have been
Buddha's-
cool.
They gotta figure out a way how to do it with him actually in the fucking game as an avatar with you at the
Oh yeah,
show.
but like that would
They've
require
done
most
that.
people to take time out of their
But
day.
if
But
that's the only way to do it. Otherwise,
They've done
don't
that
fucking do
before,
it.
which is what's crazy. Like they have done that. So that's what
Well,
I
if they
expected.
did that, how could they not do this
They
with
did
a Post
like a
Malone type of
Pokemon
budget? Like,
themed
what the
concert
fuck?
with him.
So
And he was
Pokemon can do it,
live
but
as
this
an
clown
avatar
can't do it?
playing it.
Yo, Nintendo
Jeez,
doesn't
man.
fuck up their IPs. Like that's not even
Right?
that's not even a joke.
That's
Like,
the
Why
thing.
didn't they
like-
hire them then? Why didn't they go to the
you
people
can't
and be
hire
like,
Nintendo for something that's not their
these
IP. They don't give a
people-
fuck.
Man, you don't know that shit. If they went to the people that put together the concert and were like, I want to put together a fucking
Don't
concert
know.
the same way that you did it, like, I'm sure he could hire the people
I
to
have blood
do
on my
it with
face.
the amount, how much money they have. Like,
Did-
come on.
Did
Yeah,
Neat
my
go to the
favorite part of-
bathroom? What happened
yeah.
there?
No, I may have stabbed myself in the face.
It looks like I saw that. I was like, is that blood? Don't stab yourself in the face.
It wasn't my. I did-
Needs
No,
getting
my favorite
upset.
part of that
Does-
video is when Budo
Does
goes.
Blade and Sorcery have a towel?
It does not.
That's the thing. I don't know.
Probably
If it,
mod
I
one
don't
in.
think I can get rid of this, so I guess I just have.
You're just gonna be
Yeah.
Apply
Blade.
pressure to the wound.
Nice.
Tourniquet it. Tourniquet your neck.
That's also
So he pulls out an axe. I don't think an axe is the answer.
Oh, no. No. Don't do it.
He's gonna
Oh.
keep doing this until everyone subscribes. Keep my man alive.
It's getting real
So
dumb.
yeah,
Not even-
so you know that was my big thing this week. I was looking forward to it. I mean, I read about it like a month ago, and I was like, "This could be neat." And then as the day got
No,
closer, I
this
was like,
is
"Actually,
neat, dumbass. He's right here.
that's neat. Yeah, that's neat."
Sure.
But I'm old,
Facts.
so I use the word. Oh no!
Oh, I thought you froze. I was about to
Yeah.
have a fucking
Look
heart
what you
attack.
did.
I was about
Not
to
You
neat
weren't
say,
sure
anymore.
if that was neat, and you literally killed him.
He died.
I killed
Guys,
myself
he
on
died.
accident, but look, no blood. What I did.
Did he say on accident and he did it with an axe?
No, I stabbed myself in the face one
Oh,
night.
I see what you did there.
But yeah, you know, I was legitimately
fantastic.
excited for it. I even told my wife, I was like, you know, I missed my chance a couple years ago to go to a Post Malone concert, and I was like, you know, this will kind of make up for it. And I can't, like, the level of disappointment, which is stupid because I should have expected it. We were even joking about it before the show. We're like, you know, this isn't going to work, and I was still like hopeful about it. But you know, it.
Let me ask you a question though. Honestly, would the conversation be? I mean, it'd be different, but would it be all that different if you just showed up and it was literally just like a music video on a screen? I mean, we'd just be talking about how
It would
shitty
have
that
been.
is.
It
We'd
would have
talking
been
about how shitty that
disappointing,
was, how
but
stupid that
there
was.
is still. It would have been disappointing.
So
but
even
at
at
least there would have been
100%
that moment of
working,
like camaraderie where we're all there watching it. So there would still be
all
some
right, there'd be a
excitedness. There
bunch of
would
people
still
there
be some
hanging out.
experience to it. Exactly. And I
Oh
mean, that's
no,
a
I need
Meta's getting
and
super
that's
happy
$500 and I'll
again. We don't
release
have that video.
MetaQuester.
and I mean,
No.
honestly, I was hoping for like an Avatar performance, but even still, it wasn't a live performance.
Yeah,
Like
I didn't.
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
still the
None of it
thing that
was.
really bothers me. Like it was
Yeah,
from
It's
the beginning,
insulting.
they
It's
either
like
didn't market
it
it
was fucked
right
up on like
or
5
that's what I
levels.
want to see. Who wants to see that? Like who is
yeah,
begging to see that? You have
Does that even
VR
count as a
style
concert
technology.
anymore?
No, it's
it
not. It's
No,
a
doesn't.
fucking
No,
group
it's
YouTube video.
it's
yeah,
nothing.
it's
It's
a
literally
YouTube
nothing.
premiere. That's really all it was.
Yeah.
But oh, Zay's coming to save you, I guess.
Wait,
She's
Who's she
heading to
saving?
Bonley's bank.
What was that?
She's gonna steal all the Boney bucks.
She's gonna get all them
Oh,
Bonley bucks.
After
I
all,
didn't know.
Budo has them all.
But yeah, you know, it is. It's a big disappointment all around. But I mean, even bigger that
Telling
it
me,
just flat
look what
out
they did to
didn't work.
me. Look at this. Like,
It's
I
permanent,
spent
man.
so long staring into that
Okay.
void, I became one with
So
it.
as bad as all of it was, and none of it was that great. I'm gonna say the one positive thing about that experience is in that in Horizon Worlds, I guess is it's called or whatever. And that the one cool thing is if you want to friend somebody or add them to your group, you fist bump. And that was kind of a cool function.
I wish
was
you
like,
had just said
Unless you bump hands when you're
Just
walking
fist
by
Fist
people
them.
by accident.
No, you have
Didn't
to
they
fist
take that
each
from
other,
Rec Room?
and
Wasn't
you
that a
have
Rec
to
Room
hold
thing
it.
originally?
It is a
No.
rec room thing.
No,
Yeah,
it's a
but in
rec
this
room.
But you
world,
have
you
to
gotta
like
fist for
hold your
longer.
fists together. So you have to fist each other for about 5 seconds. And
I
then
don't
you're in
like
the
how you
party.
say that.
Then it's a party. Fist me for 5 seconds, and then
And then the fireworks go
I don't
off.
want to be friends with anybody in there. It's scary.
Sure you don't. Only.
Join us in the void.
But no, it wasn't.
But
Look
it
what happened to Meta when
really
he got
is,
fisted.
we came out of that, and the only positive thing we have to say is we all learned how to use Horizon Worlds a little bit better.
And I got googly
Now we
eyes.
know how to party up, and we know how to go to the same thing at the same time. That's all we gained from it. And
Well, I
we
mean,
could have
we
done
also
that
learned how to
doing
use a
anything.
VR bar. There was that.
Yeah, that was the classic, almost zenith-y thing of like, oh, we're gonna make our own fun, like you said, you know, like
yeah, exactly.
we're gonna make our own fun.
Just go down there and start fucking around.
I love
because
when
there
Budo's
wasn't
like,
anything
there's
to
a bunch
do.
of people walk. We're in different lobbies for those who like might not have picked up on that. Me and Budo aren't in the same lobby at that moment, but because we're in Horizon, like Meta's weird version of VR chat, we can still hear each other even though we're not in the same world. And so like he's like, in my lobby, everyone's saying it's not working. I was like, oh, me too.
Yeah.
It's great to know that everyone's pissed.
Yeah.
Well, and that was the other thing. Like, no one even
wish there was,
realized
like-
it wasn't happening. They're all like,
I
"It's
wish there
gonna
was, like,
happen."
Every time we walked in the room, it's like that one guy. I'm so excited. I'm like, yo, it started a half hour ago.
The last one we went into, the very last one, there was a guy in there going, "What do you mean it's working on Facebook?" And we're like, "Yeah, dude, sorry, like it's not working here. It started an hour, like 40 minutes ago, man." And he was like, "Oh." That was the
He's
last
like,
place. That
somebody
was
has
40
to
minutes
know.
in.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
almost
at
wish
least
though there was like 50 places and one was working, and it was just like a mad hunt to find the one that was working.
Yeah, we went. So I didn't even put them all into that video because it would have been so long. But like, we searched quite a few.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
like I said,
We
8
do-
to 10 at
Sure.
least.
Well, they will look. If it had been a success, there would definitely have been articles about what a success it was and things.
That's-
and videos. They were ready for that
that's
shit.
the
though.
thing.
There's no
Their
article,
silence
because if you
is
see the
golden.
sign when we
like-
run into the concert, only 3,000 people were in there. Like during it, it's like that's nothing for like
Yeah.
They don't care. They'd rather the point of that concert in VR, in my opinion, was not for it to be successful. It was so that they could say that Post Malone
That they
had
were
a concert.
having one. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
and
cared
Horizon
more
Worlds
about
is new. They're trying to pump it really
than they
hard
did
right
about
now.
it actually happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
So
I agree. And it's interesting because, it's like you're making your own fun. And then you've got these games, like we've been playing the Drunken Bar Fight this week because we were inspired by K and Zay's clip from last week, which is so damn funny. And it's like there's certain games that aren't even really a game. it's like almost just like a platform for you to fill in your own content, which is why, you know, it's so important. Yo, Sermano's like, I saw you, man. He's like, it's closer. Yeah, that was funny. So, but it's like, you know, they've got these games where it's not really a game, but when you have the right group of people and then you have the right set of circumstances, you can make fun of these. You can make these games or these situations fun. I guess Meta wants to speak or something. This new way of getting attention. Yeah, you got it, man.
No, don't look at me.
I've never played Horizon Worlds or whoever it is. I've never touched it.
Yeah,
Not a fan of Post Malone?
They're pushing it right
Not
now.
at all.
Well, I mean, does he look like he's a fan of Post Malone? Like he's in, you know, he's making swords and stabbing himself. He doesn't look like a Post Malone.
I don't know about that after that concert. I don't really listen to music.
How many Post Malone fans got a game over to heal all their damage.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
They had some emotional damage. You know what I'm saying?
Emotional damage.
I don't listen to any types of music. Really.
Yeah, Neat doesn't listen to music. I forgot about that.
Not really. Like the only time I ever listen to music is for like videos. If I need a video and I need some music, I'll listen to it. You know, find a good one. But
that's so weird to me. Music's been such a part of my life. It's so many all over the place that it's wild to me that somebody would not be into music at all. I mean,
music is such a part of my life. Yeah,
music is. I like music. It's good. It's just I don't have a reason just to listen to it for just no reason.
See, that then you
don't. You gotta be careful. You're gonna give Bonely
emotional damage. You hit me right here.
Is that Uncle Roger?
In the motion.
No, man.
Somebody was so damn serious there, bro.
I'm super serious right now.
So yeah, Boney was saying they were doing drunken bar fight. K-Leaky and her missing mom Zay-Leaky, they totally were cool and were like, yo, check these games out. They got one for me and Zakoon. Zakoon's never been on here, but she's
Keep rubbing that in, Buddha.
And
they're like our sugar mamas at this point.
Yeah.
Slow now. Neat is having, you know, some issues over there. He keeps flying up into the sky.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, he's got big blue balls. Look at that.
I think they're purple.
This
you might
is not blue.
Yeah.
Is it any better to have big purple balls? I mean, come on.
There's his big blue balls.
Oh no.
I know you're
Can you
missing
get
all right.
Zay out of your fucking basement? You fucking creep. Get her out of there.
Wait, we have
Let
people
her
in
go.
basements?
She wishes.
Mm-hmm.
She wishes.
Yeah.
Wait,
where is
sounds
Mama
weird.
Dukes tonight?
She said that.
She said,
That's exactly what she said. She said something about emotional damage and meta, and she didn't want to be here.
Kay was gonna speak.
Oh, you got something?
I don't know where she's at. She's somewhere, but I don't know where she's at.
You know why you don't? Because she's in Kitty's basement. Let her go.
I'm in my basement, okay?
Yeah, but what's behind that wall behind you?
Yeah, what does that mean? What does that mean? You're in the basement, keeping watch.
We don't talk about what's behind that wall.
Oh gosh.
All right.
Oh, Neat went for a trip.
Neat's doing exercises now.
Man, I can't ever tell if all those sirens.
Oh no,
are like
they're coming for me.
in my
I gotta
world
go.
They're
I
looking
called
for
the police to
Zay.
come rescue Cat or Zay.
Yeah.
Oh no. Anyways, yeah. So that's what I did. What'd you guys do? We did.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they bought me some new games and we tried one that was basically like a Phasmophobia style game but with mummies, and it was like
Hey Buddha, I have a question.
Yes.
Who's your mummy?
I mean, I guess Zay's my mummy. She was my first
going
mummy.
wild tonight.
She was the first mummy that I ever had
Puns
in
going
that
wild.
game.
Can we agree that she was not a very good mummy and that she was kind of terrifying and
Zay knows
she
firsthand
killed
that
the
she's not a very good
I
mummy.
I saw that TikTok and I laughed my ass off. That was so funny.
you seen that she was in my personal space, right? Like you could see her
Where
kneecap
is the
next to
video?
me.
I
Where's the
laughed.
video?
They got it.
Has
It's on their
it?
TikTok.
You
You got to
seen
go
it?
watch it on their TikTok. That's how you see it, man.
Where's our video?
Go like, comment,
I
and
asked
subscribe
you,
on their
I
TikTok.
said, do we have something that you're teasing for the show? And you said, yep.
Yo,
that
that's
is
I
just
it.
such a turn.
did.
Anyone else see
What?
the chat?
You should have just released that once
Uh-oh.
on the show.
What did I do?
Yo, the Fire Nation is here. Look, the Fire Nation. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
I just wanted to get some new scenery. You know,
It's looking
Just
good.
the
Yeah.
same.
Good background.
Just watch out for mummies, man, because they are very flammable.
Especially Zay.
What's the name of that game?
Who's your mummy?
Forewarned.
Yeah.
Oh,
Forewarned.
Never mind. That's what it's called.
I'm gonna get that game. I'm planning to buy it.
Yeah, it's good. I liked. It has a little bit more mechanics. I feel like in some ways in Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia has other things that are different. So it's a different game. But I like
what's going on? Like, can you get a little bit more involved into the game?
Yeah. Okay.
Like, so, what happens?
Yeah.
Just start.
You team up with however many people you got. You got your equipment. You like have it set up in a tent, and you're like, okay, what do I need for this mission? It tells you what you're doing. You grab what you need, and then you go and investigate. And then you're doing all this investigation on what is.
With a group of you guys, how many?
We can do up to four, I think. Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Yeah.
So 4 of you are basically exploring and investigating this area.
Yeah. The one difference is like, well, not one. There's a lot of differences, but in Phasmophobia, when you die, you become a ghost, and you can't normally communicate with people. But you
Let's
can
not go to the die part. Let's just go through the game. So you're with a crew. You get your stuff. You start researching things.
And
then
you
what
research it. Yeah,
But it's in our nature to beat things to death. So let's talk about the death. Thank you very much.
No, you're looking for like clues. So like if you see a pot just like suddenly move and smash itself, you're like, oh well, that's this kind of Egyptian demon. And or you hear voices, you hear steps going by. There was one really creepy slurping sound that was a little bit weird. We weren't sure about that slurping sound. K can confirm. It was a little off-putting.
Pointing at K with the slurping sound. Budo, you better watch out, man. Slow down. Slow down, Budo.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't her. It was the mummy or a ghost or something.
It was
like
mummy?
You guys are trying to figure out what kind of ghost it is?
Basically, but they're like Egyptian demons or something instead of a ghost. But yeah.
All right, now let's have Neetu stand up.
All right, Neat. Here you go. Here's joke number one.
Go.
You climb up the wall.
Did you take an elevator up? What was that?
You just sat up the wall. This is that crazy nonsense.
No, Nate, we're watching you right now. You're highlighted here.
Let me.
What the fuck? He's Doctor Strange up in this bitch.
I think he found Wonder Woman's invisible jet.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, what's SpongeBob like? Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, the invisible boatmobile.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Wait. Like, this game is a good example of it. Another thing where it's like, is this a game? Or is this just an experience or something that's going on that's random where you...
Oh, well, Neat's not actually playing the game at the moment. He's definitely modded. There's no way he's fucking flying around Blade and Sorcery.
Yeah, but I'm
what
just
do you
saying,
mean?
like,
You've
Blade
never
and
played
Sorcery
like
isn't really
this?
a game, though. It's just
Nah.
like... It's just a sandbox. I thought
It's a
There's no
sandbox,
story.
yeah.
There is meant to be a game though. There's an actual campaign they're working on.
It's coming out this
they're
year.
working on, but I'm saying what the theme of what I was talking about with Drunken Bar Fight and with these other kind of like games that aren't really games where you have to provide your own fun. Like it's interesting how they go into VR, and how
Blade and Sorcery is a better version of Drunken Bar Fight, in my opinion. It's just not multiplayer.
There is a
how could a
multiplayer
game
mod,
like that?
but not
How could a
supported.
game like that possibly not be multiplayer? That's outrageous.
Well, it's early access still too, so who knows?
I'm so tired of that shit. Every fucking console. Why is it VR is like this and no other gaming system ever?
Because VR is still super new and
It's very common with indie studios, and VR is so new that most of the game developers are indie studios. That's why.
I understand, but I'm just saying, like, what pisses me off more are the games that seem like they're promoted and put on the store as if they're not early access, and then they.
Well, that's because there's a
are
lack of
early
content. If you
access.
only put out, if
That
you only
too.
advertise the stuff that isn't early access, they would have nothing to fucking advertise.
That's what I'm saying, though. But that's what I'm saying. But the price is as if it's fully mature.
you got
like,
Neat
Blade and
killed. Look at
Sorcery's
that.
not cheap. Blade and Sorcery's not cheap game. How much is that?
I think it's
Blade and
30
Sorcery,
bucks.
Like 30.
No, I think it's 30.
That sounds like a not made game to me. Like, come on, man, that's not right.
Oh, this game is incredible for $30 in my opinion.
It's a very, very good physics
Ooh.
engine, honestly.
Right, but
If you haven't
that's,
tried
that's what I'm saying.
Game
where
is beautiful too.
I mean, is that enough? It's not a game.
Yeah, but there's a
Neat,
lot
Can you go to
do.
one of the Neat? Can you go to one of like the what is it? I haven't been in there.
But what's the point?
Where like you
Like,
run
what-
through. You know what I'm talking about?
Dungeon? For what?
Yeah, because
There's
Boney
no
might not know
point.
what that looks like.
Right, what's the point though?
Before we do that, I do have a trailer for Forewarned since we're kind of talking
Oh,
about
good.
it.
Yeah, the mummy.
Thanks. Yeah,
See,
this is great.
Recent satellite imagery has
They were
revealed
thought to
what
have been buried for thousands of
several
years.
experts are claiming seismic activity has been found in this current province.
Leading to deeper questions around the local person reported not to trespass,
About the multiple
especially
missing
given the
persons
findings of
You doing okay down there?
All good. I think I'm almost there. Just entering the chamber now. It looks like someone's been here.
Wait, I thought I saw something on the radar.
This must be it. I've located the relic. Heading back.
I'm definitely seeing some movement on the radar. I don't see anything. You need to get out of there now. Whatever it is, it's getting closer.
Shit.
What's happening in there? What do you see?
Something's chasing me. What the hell?
You were almost at the entrance. Keep going straight ahead. I'm heading down.
The door. Why is it closing?
Are you okay? I'm here on the other side of the door. I'll get you out. How do I open this thing?
Get me out of here.
Hey, are you there? John? John?
Looks great. Woo!
Yeah, it's
Okay,
the-
Cody, it's your turn.
Honestly, I think that was a terrible trailer.
It wasn't the best trailer, but it shows off some of
Because-
the yeah.
The game looks
Okay.
beautiful though. Like the
No,
textures
it
look
looks
high
good.
quality.
It looks good, but what I didn't like about it was that I think the coolest part about the game has to do with this concept of like possibly like becoming the mummy afterwards, and like they didn't show that at all.
Oh yeah,
To
no,
me,
that
that would be a selling point. Like
Well,
to me, this whole concept of what happens when you die would be a selling
Another
point.
way. Another thing
can't
is
look-
that game was
what
out
is
on
meta doing?
PC way before it was on VR. It's been on PC for I think about a year or something now, or
and then it was
longer.
adapted.
Yeah, and then they added VR, like Phasmophobia. I think at the beginning, I don't think it had VR, and then they added support for it.
Correct. Yeah.
So everyone, my wife just came in here and peeked behind my room divider and literally screamed. She hasn't seen this yet.
Oh, no.
You really should share those kinds of things.
Is that not the reaction I told you people would have to?
We thought it would be
That's the
people on our
exact-
watching the webcast, but it's your wife instead. So that's great.
Oh no.
But anyways, the lighting is really good because it is dark in those tombs, and if you don't have your flashlight or your headlamp, like you're screwed. And some of the demons will turn your lights off, and it becomes horrifying. You're just like, oh no, I'm completely lost. And yeah, they do really good with the tension in there. Good scary stuff.
That sounds fun.
And
I have
then
a question though.
yes, neat.
Is there an optional mode to play Oculus VR mode instead of Steam VR? Do they have that yet?
No.
Not that I'm
just that we
aware of.
would
I'm
be
playing it
playing
on
it.
Steam.
I would be
I
playing
don't
it.
think so.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
not what
because-
you mean.
because-
You can have Oculus VR and it not be standalone.
Yeah, because like Phasmophobia, they recently added support for where you can switch to Oculus VR mode and run off Oculus instead of Steam, and it runs
Really?
usually
No, if you
better.
have the
Really? I didn't know that. I've got to try that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
gotta try that.
Isn't it crazy that I knew that? I was talking about my ass.
Yeah, and you don't even
Did you
have
know
and you don't even have the computer.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that have been trying to add that support. Even if the game's not on Oculus, they have that, which is really
Cool.
nice.
That's cool.
You can
This
always
is-
trust the eyes.
We should end it. You know, we're talking all serious about the game, but I want to end it with one of the funniest things about the game that we discovered, and this was thanks to learning how to clip through walls from Zenith. But there's like a bathroom in the waiting area, and in that bathroom you can like see this dude's feet, and I'm pretty sure Kay was getting
Bruno,
freaked out about
stop
this
right
guy.
there.
I
Stop
thought it was
right
his
there.
mummy.
No, everyone stop. Moment of
No.
silence for Buddha staring at people under the stall.
Actually,
It
it
was
was my
Kay.
fault.
It was
I did it
Kay.
first, and then I told everybody to come in there.
She's like pulling us in. She's like, "There's some."
You know,
and
that's
she's
why
all
the mummy
scared.
is chasing you. They're just trying to wipe their ass. You're like, what's under here?
Well, they've got a lot of toilet paper
Well, I'd
wrapped
be
around
chasing
them.
Thought
It
it
should be
was
pretty
yeah.
easy.
It was really just toilet paper
What am I
wrapped
listening
around them.
to?
It wasn't even a mummy. It's just fucking some dude.
But anyways, you literally, yeah, you
Just
literally.
some
So if you
dude.
clip through the wall into the stall, it's just some priest there. Like, looks like he's taking a shit, but his pants aren't
He's
on.
uncomfortable.
He's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He's just sitting and standing.
I can't
He's just
imagine
looking
why.
real uncomfortable.
He's in a tomb
I'm
for some reason.
uncomfortable
Why is there a
talking about
bathroom in the tomb?
Yeah.
I'm
That's a
uncomfortable
good
hearing about
question.
it.
Well, no, it's in the lobby.
It's
It's,
in the
before
lobby.
you
It's
get
not
into
the
the
tomb.
I
game.
don't care.
Yeah.
It's a game about a mummy in a tomb, and there's a priest taking a shit. Like that's odd.
I'm not sure why he's there. I'm really like
He's
he
there,
really
though.
scared me.
He
Meta
was sitting on the
knows,
toilet.
what it took to create it and put it there. I mean,
Yeah,
some
he knows.
effort went to put that asshole
and
there.
and
That's
to be
weird.
honest, it's awesome from the developers because it made us all laugh so hard. We were just waiting in the lobby, and then we discover
Awesome
this
from the
thing. It's a weird
developers.
discovery. It's one of those
Interesting.
classic video game like weird things that you find. It's just a
I
funny.
think
like,
I would if I'm in the if I'm in
What's
the
that
boardroom.
N64 game like Conquers or whatever? Like
Conquers
that
is the
super
best.
raunchy
love
like
that game.
N64 game. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
I do. I
Yes,
played that
I
game.
do. Mhm.
Fully. I 100% completed that game.
You don't know what that is, Bonley? Oh, it's way too old to try
Nah,
to
I
play a
didn't have
trailer from it.
N64.
But like,
I went
yo,
anti Nintendo.
that's like
for a
the
long time.
original, like, just like, what the fuck is this game?
No, it was amazing. I rented that game when I was
Nah,
younger.
but you know what I did have? I did have Sega CD, and I had Night Trap.
Oh my god,
Okay, that's
no,
worse.
Bonley,
Yeah, that's way
cancel.
worse.
I had Night Trap, and I had a bunch
No
of I had
idea.
all the games for Sega CD.
Yeah, but
You-
no one
you know-
else
you
did.
know
That's the problem.
Do you know what Night Trap is? Do you know what
Yeah,
Night
well,
Trap
I
is?
know what it is. It's
That game was
famous.
banned.
It's
I have
famous.
no
Yeah, it's on
idea.
documentaries.
Do you know what
It's
that
on
is?
so many video game
I have
documentaries.
no idea what we're talking
It's one of the main things that made the ESRB necessary. It was basically the reason the ESRB is created. That was Mortal
Conquer?
Kombat.
I had the
No,
game
no,
Sewer.
Night Trap.
No,
Night Trap.
Night Trap. Night
Yeah,
Trap.
that
It was
created the
live
USRB.
action.
Yo,
It was live
we're a
action.
VR show
Like,
now. We're going through the origination of 3D gaming. Like,
yo, listen to this, man. Night Trap, if you don't know, Night Trap was a game that had live action actors in
Yep.
it, and it was performing crazy shit with home invasion and rape and like
what?
just
No, cancel.
just out of crazy.
Yeah, there are words we
shit.
can't say, and one of those was one of those words.
Oh,
We don't have a
Riznate.
5-second delay to take it out, so don't say it again.
Well, I'll
Wait,
just
what are we
call it
talking about?
Riznate.
Budo, where's your... Remember?
Yeah, well,
You're
whatever.
supposed to be on
So-
this, dude.
So anyway, my bad. So anyway, there was crazy shit going on in that game. There was crazy shit, and then the game got banned. And then
No
I
shit.
had what was it? Sewer. It was called Sewer Rat, and it was with Danny DeVito was
Yo,
in
what
it.
kind of games you be playing, man?
Danny DeVito acted in that game.
I mean, I
all
like Danny
throughout it.
DeVito, but like,
Well, then
how old was he at that
shut-
point? Like 15? Like, how old is this
Nah,
game?
man. Danny DeVito's what's old as shit since he's forever. He
Danny
looked
DeVito was
exact-
born
just
as a
like that.
full-grown, like,
He
stubby
looked
little man.
old as shit when he was in Taxi. Like he looked super old then. Like and that was like 40 years.
Siberian, we missed you.
Closer.
Oh my god, what's happening?
What did
That's
I
what's happening.
do?
That's what you missed.
This is all
You
happening.
probably should have missed it.
Yes. Night Trap, man, that game was
Yo, wait,
crazy.
what happened
Sega
to
CD
Ronaldo?
was crazy.
Oh, right, he had dinner.
So, anyways,
What's wrong with you, man? It was so.
A whole minute, 3 seconds. Oh no, I'm not ready. Oh no, you should have started that beforehand. Oh gosh. Oh no, I have nothing to say. Hi everybody. Hi. Okay, I'm done. Is 50 seconds up? No. And everybody's just sitting there watching me. Why? Meta, no. Zay, help me. Where's Zay? I need her. Oh, what are you talking about? What? What? Dead by? Are you talking about after? After? What is it called? Oh, we're almost over with. It's okay. It doesn't matter. 13 seconds left. Thank you, but I got nothing to say. Next time I will. I'm not ready. Yay! It's over with. Come back. Oh
That is
my
great.
goodness.
that was the best thing ever.
That is the best thing we've ever come up with.
Where were you when I needed you? I
That
told you.
was amazing. I almost think it should be.
No.
Yes. I think it should be an
Encore.
anytime feel like it game. I think it should be anytime.
Well,
look,
next
Neat's
Wednesday,
calling for it.
guys.
Neat is calling for the encore. Look, he said.
I'm just following along.
Well, the
Yeah,
chat
I
is
could use another
unanimous.
one.
Look at the chat.
We can
Everyone
do
wants it.
anytime.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
encore.
This is the
No,
greatest
no,
part.
no, no,
This
no,
is the
no.
greatest part of the show. Oh, Willie,
You're against
we
me
have
now.
requests. We have
No.
requests. We have requests. This was
Give
the
in
greatest
to the
segment
dark
I've ever
side.
So this is a great time
gosh.
to introduce our new segment on the show called "A Minute with Kayleiki,"
Yeah.
in which
I don't
we
think
interrupt
anybody likes it. I don't
some
think we
Are you gonna explain what just
conversation or
happened?
something going on,
You're gonna explain what
And,
just happened? We know what just happened. We just did
and we're
it.
just gonna pop her up, and she's
And
the
this
only
is
one
the
that can
follow-up
talk during that
segment where
time.
we just talk shit to each other
So-
like we're assholes.
Let's explain the joke.
So the part of
to
the
be
joke that I
funny.
just said is that I'm being satirical about the fact that we don't actually hate each other.
I may have just killed someone on accident.
Oh wait, I hear a, do I hear a chef?
Anyways,
Do I
good
hear a
job,
chef?
good job, Kaliki. I'm looking forward to this. Next
thought I heard a
episode is
chef.
our 20th
No, it was
episode. It's a
neat.
big deal.
Is that neat?
It's a big deal. You're gonna have some really profound 1 minute,
5 minutes. Okay.
That's
You're
worse.
her. Wait,
Mama
no,
wants
Zay. You're her
5.
mummy. You can have as much time with her as you need.
No.
No, she's asking for a 5 minutes with Zay. So she wants her own section that's 5 minutes long.
I told her it's 15 seconds with Zay. I told her.
Damn.
She wants to switch.
Wow.
So I
What's
can
the
have to
carbon
take-
half-life there? Like
It's not an insult. It's not an insult at all. It's the difference
It's
between
dangerous
like
to give her
somebody.
that much
No.
time.
Listen. It's the difference between like a sprinter and like a cross country runner. It's
yeah,
just
some
two
are growers and
different
others are
things.
showers, and in this case, we know who is who. You know.
Yes, what he said. But Kay needs a minute. Zay is gonna be spitting fire the second she gets the mic. She needs 15 seconds. She's gonna be just
That's
going.
too much time.
Honestly,
seconds
if
with
Zay gets more
1
than
minute
15
with
seconds, our show will be canceled in a week.
I'm telling you, it's dangerous.
Where is she? Where is she?
She came in here to
She's
insult
in her
me to
crypt
leave.
right now.
Just
We've
add
already
a
established
one.
that she's the
Just
mummy.
add a 1, and then take out minutes, and then add seconds. Right there, 15 seconds. It'll be great. I'm telling you, you'll like the pressure of 15 seconds trying to get something crazy out. I bet.
You're gonna regret it. You're gonna
She's
be
just-
like, oh, we're
it's
tired.
just gonna
Zay,
turn
and it's
into her
15
version of.
seconds with Zay. It's 15 seconds with Zay. You got to do it. You got to do it. I'm down. I want it.
At any rate, what do we think? Is there news tonight?
No,
Do we
yeah,
have
there is.
news?
But by the way, where
I
did
hope so.
Travolta go? I thought he just turned his camera off. Is
He said he had dinner.
Oh, I missed it.
I think he's
When you're around,
That was
2
part of
minutes
that
before the
elusive
show, you miss
pre-show
some
stuff.
things.
You know,
Yeah.
the pre-show before the show.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
Buddha's
that.
like captain on time. He's just like, wait, when's on
Yeah,
time?
for those who aren't part of the live stream, who are just in the chat at the moment, I just want you to know that Buddha was always a full hour early. He's always the first one here, and he's never late.
Which Buddha?
Okay, well that's mixed up. I am never late.
I don't know that
I'm never
video.
late, never early.
Just
He's
in
always
time.
fashionably on time. He arrives
on-
as he's needed.
Right there, he slides right
Barely.
in on time.
Barely.
You know what? I have to tell you, I feel like I was more engaged with Neat when Neat was just a logo than I am with Neat the character. 'Cause I keep looking over and thinking it's a game and fucking forgetting that it's Neat.
I'm right here. See, I got my friend over here.
This is so neat, though.
I've got my friend over here.
I was gonna get him to put him next to me, but I accidentally suffocated him to death. I didn't mean to. So now you're there.
You said you didn't mean to kill yourself earlier, so I'm not sure if I believe any of this now.
I grabbed
Why
his
is-
face and he just lost air. Okay. Here.
Can you still pick him up? You can. Oh no! Into the tree.
You just
Is that
yeeted
better?
him out of existence.
Is that better? All right.
He
Give me 1
oofed
second. I
crazy.
got one more thing. I got
Oh, is
another
this
one.
like the Greenland area? This is my
Oh,
favorite one.
Oh,
I got another one.
If only you're asking, there may not be any, but you can do that. Again.
Hack off one of their limbs.
It's
I
not a
love doing that
game.
shit.
I would only
It's not a
do
game.
that. I would only like that if we could all be in there. If it was Sandbox really good, but it was Xena style where we could all be in there and you could have like 50
Get it
people
off.
like doing
Get it
crazy
off.
shit.
Yeah. Slice that shit. Slice it off.
Yeah,
Get his arm off.
I'm
I'm a little
concerned about the
concerned right
man with
now.
the
I was
Google
just about to
eyes.
say, should we be
Googly
concerned?
eye man is getting aggressive over there. He was holding up the scissors earlier. Now he's getting
Oh my God,
excited
this is-
over chop.
Why is this hard? Give me a second.
Where? What?
There we
Anyways, yeah, Kitty.
You're
look
like
at
a
that.
comic book villain at this point, bro. Googly eyed scissor man.
Some
Oh
men
my
just want to
gosh.
watch the world burn, Mr. Wayne.
I am very disturbed right now between both of you.
I know.
Alright, see, we're fine now. We just look at the sun's like the nice water.
Now that he's murdered and thrown people 80 feet into trees, let's enjoy the sunrise, guys. Let's check out.
We
this
all know
water.
it was Kitty. Why are you even asking?
What did I do now?
If someone brought
Everything.
drinks, Kitty, it was gonna be
Oh,
She said
oh,
everything.
yeah.
Throw that minute back up. Ready? Go.
I was gonna say something
That's
about
how
that.
it works.
Honey,
That's how
Get
it
her,
works,
get
man.
her. Throw that minute up there. Throw it up there. She
What
thinks
was
she's
Kitty?
ready.
Kitty was just gonna say
That's
something.
not
She
how
said.
it works.
What are you saying?
Oh no,
Kitty?
I was I was reading William's comment. I
Because
am very
isn't this better?
concerned about his surgery skills.
Oh yeah, I heard that. You know what? That's a good thing to talk about. There was some live surgery going on earlier. I missed that, unfortunately. I would have loved to join. I could not join. But can you talk a little bit about that, Match? A patient? What? I don't think so.
I
That'd
think
be
we
creepy
all
as
were
shit.
doing. What
Yo,
were we
that would
doing?
be creepy as shit. That game, like patient, like where you're a patient too, while they're all standing up there
Oh
going
no.
crazy trying to work on you.
No,
How
thank
crazy.
you.
Wait, what?
Would you like
No.
me
Weird.
Whoa,
to
you're
work
talking about
to work
scary?
on you?
I
Trip.
saved. I don't want to
Meta
hear you,
likes it.
Jay.
Look at
I
him.
don't want to hear you because
Meta likes
We're
it.
getting
I
added to one of the
remember.
FBI's list right now.
Yeah, like
Between
bro.
Meat and Meta, we are now on a list.
What? What did I do? See, there's nothing.
Okay,
See,
okay,
everything's
okay.
fine.
Back
Now,
to you.
I'm
What
trying
were
to
you
get
gonna say?
people to come on the show, and then look at this turn the show has taken.
Okay, now I can hear everybody.
Hey,
No,
he
okay.
suggested me to be in a VR
Like,
game
what is
while waiting
going
there.
on?
Okay,
What?
okay. So what did you think about the game? What was it like?
What game?
Oh, I don't do blood.
Bullshit.
I was- I saved him. It took me about 1, 2, 3. I'll say 6 times to save him. I killed him about 6 times. I accidentally lost both of his lungs. It was a heart transplant, so you know that's
not a
not
good thing to
easy.
lose.
That's not
Yeah.
like an accidental thing. So you worry about
Oh.
me.
I'm
What are you
scared.
doing
Yep.
over here? Are you
He's
trying to get us
trying to- are you
canceled,
trying-
Kitty? Why are you throwing up the
Bro,
crib signs? Like, what is
bro,
this?
that's not. That's
do you
the
mean? What-
opposite of
what
the
did I
crib
do?
She
sign.
said she doesn't do bloods.
That's
Yo,
the
I don't know.
opposite of the crib sign.
No.
I would not
Do I
throw
look?
that
Do I
out.
look cultured?
You know, no one. I hope no one lives in California on this set. Jeez. That's all right, though. I got
I'm not that
blue on,
bad.
Buddha got
Hey
blue.
man, I'm
Two
straight
have
out of
black.
comp.
But anyways, again, back to
I'm not-
Kaliki.
I'm about to go. I'm about to go logo style.
So you lost some lungs. You lost some lungs. What else did you do? What else? But you did do
Oh
something.
Lord. Well, let's see. I lost a lung. I lost.
We got
a
some
kidney.
auto.
Oh no! You're back.
I wish we had the soundboard and you had some country music to play when it came on. Yeah, that
No,
was
that's better.
amazing. That was amazing.
Do it again, some auto. Get some old
Not
town
doing it a third
road.
Alright, you got your crew back
Take my
behind you.
horse to the old
What
town
else?
road.
What else happened, Kaliki?
No, we ain't going there. I'm not going to
Okay.
that road.
I don't know what's wrong with these. They keep going out, and
Oh,
it's
they
fine.
do. Okay, we can hear you fine. We can hear you fine.
Shimada's
No, I
rationing
killed him a
cattle.
few times. I accidentally drugged myself, so I couldn't, proceed with the procedure.
You drugged yourself? Did you get yourself with a needle?
Nice.
Yeah, I was going to go with,
Is that for real?
Yeah, you can't because it stops the bleeding. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what it's supposed to do.
When the blood's coming out, it's called bleeding. That's for sure.
I'm not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor. I don't know these things. But I accidentally pricked my finger and it was over with. I killed him and I killed myself. Well, I don't know if I killed myself, but it was bad. So that was like the third time.
I hate to interrupt this again, but
Oh gosh.
I feel like we need to. Because look at where this motherfucker is.
Oh,
Look at
What
this
in the
shit.
world?
Oh, yo, that's
Yeah.
This is the backyard, bro. Don't worry about it.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Dude, stop.
I've
It's not
never
the
seen a
backyard.
mountain in my life.
Stop.
It's not a mountain. That's a canyon, bro.
Yeah, that's a
Same thing.
It's the opposite of a mountain.
I live in
and a-
Florida. There's nothing that goes up.
yeah.
Canyons don't go up either. They go down.
We may have some hills, but that's it.
There is one thing that goes up in Florida. Only
Whoa.
sleeves.
Whoa.
Nice.
Dude,
Doesn't
you're looking
that
good.
sound
That hat's
impressive?
looking good on you. You're looking.
That was impressive. I like that.
Looking good.
That's just for you, Donnie.
Very cool, man. I like it.
So, okay, this is part 2. Improv.
Part 2.
Just you. Go.
You can pretend like it's 1 minute with Katie. What would you say?
Oh,
not
no.
pretending. You have to drop it on her, or it's not happening.
No.
Do not.
Once per
You
episode is
correcting
almost
me,
too
Meta?
You
much.
gotta relax over the googly man.
Don't
Oh,
tell
no.
Googly Man to relax. Googly Man will find you. Like one of those YouTube videos, like, if you don't like and subscribe, this googly-eyed man will find you.
That would make me subscribe. I ain't asking for that.
This show is derailed.
Nah, bro. Okay, should we do the news? This is the news.
If we were famous, Meta's googly eyes would have broke the internet. Oh shit!
Unnecessary entrance.
You should have been on.
I thought he was just gonna not be
You should have
there
just
for the
been.
news. It was just
It'll
gonna
get
go-
better. It'll get
He
better.
was just gonna be nobody there. Something to me.
All right. This is just, we'll start with a really light one, but I think it's interesting because we tried to talk about sports games in VR and the possibility of how cool that could be. Have any of you heard of blacktop hoops?
Yes.
I
That's
believe
some
I
pretty
did,
cool
yeah.
dribbling mechanics.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then they have like a dunking or something, like you go on fire, like NBA Jam or something.
It's very much like NBA Jam. That's the main thing.
Just plays NBA Jam.
Yeah, it's
NBA Jam is cool.
NBA Street is what they're comparing it more to, but it's probably like that too. But
That makes
anyways, I just think it's cool. There is an alpha that's open. It's something we should probably try to see if we can get into.
It's not on
and,
standalone.
but it's not on standalone.
Isn't it just 1 versus 1?
I didn't see what the multiplayer. It says just multiplayer, and it says it's coming to Quest 2 though. Next year they're planning to get to Quest 2, so it may not be on that, but eventually it's going to be there. So this was getting a little bit of word this week, so it's nice that something like that's coming up. There's so much untapped possibility in VR, and so it's nice to see the variety. Something interesting. Meta is doing his thing.
Just don't look at him. Just don't look at him.
Hey, I got some news.
Oh, what's up, Neat?
I don't know if you guys heard, but the game that we don't like to say here, but Zenith.
Oh, you're right.
They
That's
got
actually not bad
cyber.
news.
They got cyber attacked.
Now,
And
is
their
this
server-
confirmed? Did Zenith say this themselves that this happened?
Yes.
Yeah.
They said it. They confirmed it, saying that somebody went to break their server. So that was very fun.
And I just want to confirm that
How could you
we
tell?
here who have had our opinions about Zenith had nothing to do with this at all.
Well, now we sound guilty as fuck.
I know it was a joke. I mean,
Please.
Real sus over there.
Now, Budo, if we were playing Among Us or something, you
think I was
would be
the
number one suspect.
Hey,
right now.
I still had.
He's like, the
I'd
bank
be
was
like-
robbed yesterday, and
I'd
just
be
so
like-
you know, I had nothing to do with it.
My table's
It's
gone.
like that meme where the police where the police officer's sketching out the suspect, and it's just Budo. he's like, if you've seen this man,
It's like the logo for Budo from the shirt. Just like, if you see this,
it's the beard. It's the. That's awesome.
Oh man. No, that's kind of wild. Do you know if it got fixed?
I think we need a shirt with the googly eye face.
We're gonna have to now.
They fixed it. They thought the thing is they thought it was just a glitch, and then like 2 days later they were like, "Oh, it wasn't a glitch. Someone was attacking our servers."
They got the manifesto from Budo in the mail, which was a few days late.
And then I think they fixed it. I haven't played in a bit, so I don't know if they did fix it. So
I wonder what it was like in the game if they were trying to hack it. Could you imagine?
So yeah, what was happening?
I think they just crashed the servers. Is that
they're just crashing all the servers?
So
And
it wasn't anything crazy.
If I can't play the way I want, then nobody can.
it almost got kind of bad because they also were trying to delete saved data from players. Like,
And
You should have just turned everybody into Shin.
You know, Meta has been sick for a few days and has sort of been out of commission, not around as much during this whole time.
He does look kind of like a ninja.
The show has all of a sudden become Among Us now.
You watch Carter's stream?
I was going to say, did he become a ninja?
Bro, I want to play Among Us. I don't like Among Us, but Among Us VR sounds like the dumbest shit ever. It's just
I can't wait to play that one, dude. Have you not played it on what are we doing?
I've never played VR chat.
I've played it a lot, but I never enjoyed it that much. But VR just sounds like it's
not playing
funny.
with fun people. Dude,
you gotta play that with us. It exists on VR chat already.
Dude,
well, I don't like VR chat, so you can't put me into that.
You don't like it because you don't play with the right.
I'm not gonna try fun stuff. I don't like fun stuff.
You need to try playing with us because it does change the game when you're playing with people
I
you
would
actually
never go
like
into VR
playing
chat. I would never go into
Full of
VR chat if
screechers.
it wasn't with this group. Like, they know
sad I
I
lost
would
my
never
table.
hit that button unless everybody's in there or somebody's in there. Like 0% chance I would go in. I do not like it, but I will be in there with these funny guys and gals.
Meta, it's my news announcement, and I know I'm gonna say some bad things about you right now, but you just gotta deal with it, because that's exactly what the next news segment is about. It's about Meta. It's all about him.
I got my table back.
I had no idea he was so excited to make that sound effect.
I think we did that. That was our
He
fault.
busted it out once, and I thought, oh, maybe he'd throw it in there like randomly for fun once. Like I had no idea you planned on branding it. Like,
so here's a big one, is that there is a virtual startup that happens to be named MetaX, and so they are now
That's
suing.
not sketchy.
They are now suing Meta, that is, Oculus and Facebook that has been rebranded. MetaX is now suing Meta over being like, yo, you just stole our name. And of course, there is the X, there is the difference there. But they're doing a full
that's not
suing
30%
thing.
difference though. What kind of a company is this, Peter?
Oh, it's very small comparatively, but they are VR and AR.
They're VR related.
Yes, they're VR and AR related, and Facebook had dealings with them in 2019. So in 2019, they were working on stuff together, but then it didn't go through. And then all of a sudden, in 2021, all of of a sudden now they're Meta.
In 2017, they had dealings with them.
17, okay.
So
17.
it's even earlier than that.
Yeah.
Man,
so then
you
that's
get into
worse.
that copyright stuff. That's a lot of money. They can get a lot of change from that. I mean,
Well, and they talked about it back when Meta was saying they were going to change to Meta. They actually brought it up that Meta X was
preempted it.
Meta X was actually already telling them not to do it. So I'm not surprised it's actually made it to some kind of suit.
Yep. So
here's what they'll do though. They'll just pay them. It's just
Yeah,
a
they'll
check.
just pay. Doesn't care.
Check.
Just money.
That's
That's
Facebook.
fine.
They have the money.
Yeah, they are really leaning into VR so heavily that it's pretty fascinating to see how heavy they're kind of leaning in on it, I guess. I don't know.
Meta's bedroom attire. I remember that. Oh jeez. What could that mean? Oh no.
Our meta.
You don't have
our
time
meta.
to respond,
He's
Budo.
our
You're
meta.
running the news. What are you
I
doing?
know. Okay, yeah.
Hey, now.
I was just gonna say. He's saying he's gonna wear a full suit.
This is the way that I like
and
it.
I want him to do
googly
that.
eyes and all. If there's no googly eyes, I can't get into it. Okay.
That makes sense.
But really, I mean, those are the only really big important VR news things.
Are you sure?
There was a big article that was just all about how saying that we're on that precipice, that Facebook is funny. Meta is putting so much money into VR. Apple coming in, everything that we're at that. In the article was funny about saying that, we keep saying this, but now maybe we are on that precipice. Like, it's millions of headsets out there now, and so it's a real different game than we were in 3 years ago, 2 years ago. It's
So, scale of 1 to 10, how different is the game?
What game?
That's a good question.
The game. You said it's a different game.
Oh, how different is the game? I mean, I would say it's huge. I mean,
that's not a 1 to 10. Damn it!
Oh, 1 to 10.
46. It's a 46.
No, I would say like 3 years ago. I would say 3 years ago, VR was like at a 4, and now we're like at a 7 or an 8. Like, that's what I would say. Like, I feel like VR has doubled in what they've been doing.
Thank you.
Many people could blame the pandemic for that in a weird way, that VR was exceptionally interesting during lockdowns and stuff like that. I mean, that could absolutely be a point that could be made.
But the real problem, and what I still see, and I mean, this week, something we haven't talked about yet, is it's Steam VR Fest. So Steam had their summer sale a couple weeks ago, and now they're doing Steam VR Fest.
Yeah, we talked
in
about
which
last week.
the same deals are available that were available during the summer
So is it the
sale.
same? I didn't look and see the difference.
Well, the deals are the same, and I mean they're still really good deals. But I mean, you look through Steam VR through their advertising. On the first page, there's 2 porn games. On page fucking 1 of Steam VR Fest is 2 porn games. And it's like, no one's taking VR seriously, and Steam isn't helping with their freaking.
Yeah, I saw those. That wasn't nice.
It's like, why are you?
Steam, read
Yeah.
the fucking room. No one
And
wants like
one of
like,
them-
even if that's a thing, and even if that's going to be popular, like get the fucking
One of
hint
them,
that's
I didn't
that's gonna
realize
cut the
because
legs
it's showing
off
it.
of everything. Like,
Yeah.
that's so stupid. Like, Jesus.
And one of them I didn't even realize because it looks like a JRPG, and it starts playing, and the guy's throwing spells, and they're running around and everything, and then there's 2 people fucking just on the screen. Like, it just immediately goes to this thing, and there's some
It goes
priestess
to the long
with her
history
tits
of
out.
gaming culture,
You
you know,
know?
that it tends to be marketed towards men
No,
more, and VR
it's-
doesn't seem to
But let me tell you something. Let me
That's
tell you
gotta
something.
work
right?
something like
That's
that.
stupid.
It is stupid.
Listen, you gotta go. Oh shit. Do you want to reply?
What?
I'm not gonna interrupt you guys. You're stupid. You're stupid.
No,
you
we're
got
not
anything
saying
else to
we're
say?
stupid. We're saying the situation is stupid.
I think
Well,
Meta
no, I
was
want to
saying
say
you-
that you're
Because, I mean,
stupid. No, I was saying it's
this is the first time they're doing VR Fest.
No.
And
But
I
listen,
mean,
like they gotta
you
do it.
look
like,
at their offerings, and you've got Half-Life Alyx, you've got the same 5 VR games we've been playing for 5
Bro.
years. You've got Fallout VR, and you've got Skyrim VR, and then there's this fucking porn RPG, and then there's Paradise VR, and all this other shit. And it's like,
Look,
you know,
they gotta take the mode that Vegas is. right? Where basically the gambling and all the craziness is now off to the side, and Vegas is about shows and about this and about that. It's not about that. Now everybody knows all the same shit that you could ever do in Vegas is still there. But as opposed to being some seedy fucking place that only people go on some, on some shit, it's like a family place now, and all that shit is still fucking there. VR needs to be like that. It needs to be there, but way not promoted. Just something that's there that people know about.
Yeah, those that want to look for it, they will find it. Those that want it will find it.
Let me finish. And people that are into that shit are gonna find that shit anyway.
That's what Buddha just said. You just said, "Let me finish," to say exactly what he said.
40 motherfuckers talked at the same time. I couldn't hear what anybody was saying, so I didn't know what he said.
But these are very.
And I was thinking it, and I was trying to get my sentence out, so he undercut me my own fucking thought. Yeah.
Okay.
So for me, it just exemplifies the problem that no one is taking VR gaming seriously. And I
That's
mean,
an interesting way to look at it. Yeah.
Right now, I mean, even something that's supposedly huge, like they've been promoting VR Fest for a few weeks now, and then it finally comes up. I'm excited because I think there's going to be different, maybe better deals than they just had, which it doesn't matter because I bought all my new VR games during the summer sale. But I was expecting something different, something better. And it really, again, exemplifies the idea that no one gives a shit about VR. Like,
It's all about Call of Duty.
So,
Right.
Who bought one?
What?
A Call of Duty game?
No.
Who bought one what?
Who bought a naughty game?
I didn't.
I don't think any of us have bought a game from it.
Bought that crazy nonsense.
Good.
That's why we were all confused, because it's so unfathomable to even go in there and purchase that shit. It's like
I don't even think I can play the trailer on our show.
Yeah, like
I'm. It does to me, honestly. It's like from the angle that you were talking about, Kitty. Like, it's not.
I like to be cutting edge.
No, it sucks to have. Look.
When we reach 1,000 subscribers, we'll stream the trailer.
We'll stream Bonely playing it.
Or we'll say that we did, and we just never will, like Post Malone.
We'll title the
but
show
then
that
post
and it'll be
like positive
black
reviews
screen.
about it online.
Yeah.
Post
Flood the
Malone
internet.
reviews it.
Oh,
Great.
sorry, Buddha, what were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say that your points are great in that it's just so disappointing that, to me especially, look, those games, whatever, they're weird or whatever. People can do what they want to do. If you want to find it, you can find it. But to try to put those in the same kind of realm as Half-Life Alyx does disappoint me. Like
well, and that's what I'm saying.
Disrespectful. It seems disrespectful to Half-Life Alyx, Skyrim, Fallout VR. Those are VR games that are real serious for real gamers that are in the gaming mode. And like that other thing is another mode. Find another mode. It's separate.
And I mean, yeah, and I'm not trying to shame anyone that plays those games. I've tried them out because I was curious. Not those games, but I've tried other ones.
I think Budo and Kitty purchased. I'm just throwing it out there.
No. Now, the RPG aspect of the one game does look neat. They've got a magic system. Like, it looks like a thought-out game. They just also added sex to it for some freaking reason.
I
didn't know that.
You fucking purchased.
I'm innocent here, okay? I'm innocent.
And you know, I would admit it. I'd be playing it on screen right now if I bought it.
I have a credit card. I don't have a credit card, so I can't buy any of these games.
But
see, the way that my money works is I have a checkings and a savings, and I have all my money in the savings. And in order to use it, it takes 3 to 5 business days, and then I have to wait for the transfer. And it just, it's just not worth it.
It's a smart way of keeping your money. It's very liquid of you.
And William's making such a good point there. Is we are about 7 years. We are 7 years into VR gaming, and the games they are showing as their showcase for what new gamers should get
Been out for
are these
years.
games that are
God.
7 years old,
Yeah.
or games that have been on console for 10 years now. Like it's halfway
Skyrim.
insulting, and the other half is just like, there's it's just makes
It's
me
insulting,
mad. It just makes me mad.
but it's also, I mean, another way to look, just to give it an optimistic viewpoint, is that Half-Life Alyx was done insanely correct. Like they did, and it just sucks that nobody else has put that much work into a game since that one. Like,
Well, no one else is Valve and already has this ridiculous IP that they can literally.
I mean,
they
there's
can
also worth mentioning that no one else that I know of has a headset of that quality that also is producing VR games. Meta might have their own headset, but they don't have a high quality headset to which they can natively produce games for.
That's true.
Valve
That's
has
the
the
point.
index that they had the specs for, knowing when they built the game. So there is that advantage they had.
Neat's got the stick.
All right.
Neat,
so
you can have my stick.
You can't ask for the stick though. You can only be given the stick.
Here you go.
Another thing about the Steam VR Fest that I read about is that this was a thing that developers had to opt into. So they weren't just put on there. Developers had to go out of their way and ask, "Hey, I want my game up there." So, yeah, I just wanted to say that.
It's another. I mean, Zenith was on there, but that's another good point. It's like, VR developers also seem like this weird group. Like, so far in doing the show, I've started talking to, how many developers have we kind of made little relationships with? And every one of them is kind of just different,
Yeah.
And it's weird
Most of
that,
them are cool.
when you think about AAA game studios and the way they're trying to approach the public and get their games out there, and then you look at these indie developers and they're like, well, we're finally having 5 people play our game, and it's weird. Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
Well, I mean, as an indie developer, if you've never made a game, or if this is like your first game, I feel like, not that I've ever done that, but I would imagine that you go into that with the expectation that no one is going to play your game, because you start to quantify success after that. Otherwise, you're going to get disappointed because no one might play your game.
Look at Flappy Bird. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
A little app game that came out, went viral, and the dude sold millions
do you know
of
the story
copies
of
of
that?
it.
It's super interesting. The dude actually ended up removing it from the
Yeah.
App Store because
It
he
was too
felt
much.
bad that he felt bad that people were spending so much time doing it that they were developing actual addictions. And so he felt responsible for it. And out of a sense of moral responsibility, he removed it from the store.
Did he give the money back?
Of course not. Are you fucking kidding me?
Then he can take his moral shit and shove that shit right up his ass. There's a lot of different times that he could, take it right, exactly. Because there's a lot of moments there where I'm sure he knew people were getting addicted, but also his money was getting long, and he was like, "Nah, not yet." So anyway, apparently there is a soundboard tonight.
So Budo's the optimist, Bonley's the pessimist. That's my job, by the way.
I just wanted to say that this got left beyond, but this concludes Budo's news.
I thought Budo's news was over.
So there is one more segment of news.
So now it's Kitty's news. No, don't put the hat on. It's Kitty's news.
No. It's not news with Budo. This is going to be news with Neat because he's the one invested in this developer. But the developer of Lone Echo and Echo Arena VR, they are stopping support for all those games. Is that what's happening?
Lone Echo 2 is like they released it. They've been fixing bugs and everything. And there's still game-breaking bugs, like, crashing people's games. And they recently announced that they're leaving the game behind, not fixing the bugs and just leaving it where it is, and just letting people play it. And
That's
they're
crazy.
They're done with the game.
See you later.
And they're shutting down combat, right, for Echo Arena?
They're shutting down one of their modes. Like, the mode's still going to be up, but they're not supporting it.
That's
They're
one of
just
the
like,
most like
goodbye.
fuck you things I've ever heard in my life.
And that's
I mean, that
not
costs
even-
$10. Like that's
Dude, not
$10,
only-
and it's just done.
Not only
they
that,
remove support from all their games except for the one mode that has the more of the more community, which is, I guess, understandable. But you're getting rid of half of your other community just because you want to work on one of your games, and it's kind of
So Echo Arena is free, which is the
Yeah.
frisbee and non-gravity, frisbee and zero
Yeah.
gravity, ultimate frisbee and zero gravity. But they also have a combat variant that you can pay $10 to play, where you can shoot people with guns in zero gravity. So they're ending support for that.
People pay for
And then
avatars.
there's two campaign games they've made that they're now ending support for, and they're
Yeah, well,
focusing
Lone Echo
solely
1
on their
has been
battle
done.
pass for Echo Arena.
Yeah, Lone Echo 1's been done for a while, but Lone Echo 2's only been out for not that long, and there's still game-breaking bugs, and they just simply announced that this is what they said. They said, we can't find the issue with the bug, so we're going to give up and just leave it alone.
So, Nee, I have a question. Yeah.
Where are
I'm
those
guessing
guys from Zenith?
Yeah, no.
I was
Nee,
gonna say
I'm-
EA with Battlefield.
Sweep it
I'm
under
guessing-
a rug and hide it.
I'm guessing,
No,
Neat,
like
that
the
you've
people that are
played
trying to
Lone
break
Echo
their game.
2.
Yeah.
So, and with those bugs, I'm curious, would you recommend, because I loved Lone Echo 1, would you recommend I
Well,
get Lone
yeah.
Echo 2, or would you be like, no, it's too buggy?
When I played it, I didn't encounter many bugs as other people. The only bugs I had were performance issues, which was quite annoying, so I couldn't play the game at its full like graphics. But I still got my money's worth. But buying it now, that's kind of complicated because a lot of players are mad about this and they're actually refunding the game and just getting their money back because they're just like, why play a game that has all these bugs and potentially you can't even play it?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's why I'm
So-
asking, because I loved the first
Yeah.
one, and now I'm like, well, maybe I don't want to buy the second
So
one.
either you buy the second one now and then play it before it just gets even worse, or just forget about it. I saw that happen.
Yo, it's like the Wizard of Oz moment.
I turned away for 2 seconds.
Please ignore the
Damn.
man behind the wall separator.
I just turned around. Like I looked. Like, you can't see my eyes, obviously. Like I wasn't looking at the screen for that moment.
That
Like,
was
a bit of
amazing. I looked away too. I caught it
I
in
did-
half as
I
a
did
sec.
also
Oh
wanna-
my god.
I want to mention
It's,
something
it's
about
too
the,
bad there's not like a body back there. I was really hoping.
Oh
I do want to
man.
mention one thing about the combat mode in Echo is that since they're removing support, like that mode's been out for 3 years now, and it was out for 3 years with no new content updates at all. And the devs kept saying, "Oh, we'll eventually add stuff," and then they just make a message saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're never adding anything."
And this is the thing that costs money.
Yeah.
See, that's
They're just
messed
like-
up. See, because I'm like, if they gave up on the free one and we're like, look, we need to focus on the shit that costs money because people paid money for it, so we need to get that work, and I'd respect.
Yeah, they're doing the opposite. They're getting rid of the
Oh,
paid ones and then
stop
going
getting
towards the
free
free
one.
one. Like, why? That doesn't make
So
sense.
I just have to say, as someone,
What,
I don't
are you lighting
approve
shit on fire?
of this
Why do I see
change.
lighters?
Oh
I have
my
a knife.
gosh.
Why does anyone have a lighter?
I have a knife in
Srimoto
my
is
room.
like Mr. Yellowstone down there.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Let me go over here for a second.
I'll just stop.
Anyways, that's our show. Thanks everyone for coming.
Everybody, be quiet. Let's wait for Neat to get back. Hold on, guys.
Dope
I got a
sunset.
shield.
That was the joke.
You got a shield, okay? See?
So there is one thing I want to comment on real quick here. William said in the chat a bit ago, Saints and Sinners is a great game, and I just want to say, it is. It's an awesome game.
It was so
But that'll be
good.
for next week. What?
I
So,
think I think we should work as much as we can for next week to be a really packed show. 20th show.
And
I'm
we're gonna have
impressed with us.
Don't start making
Sermato,
writing
don't
checks
give
we can't
hints. Don't
cash,
give
dude.
hints, Sermato, to your new segment that's coming soon. Don't give hints.
I am excited though. 20 episodes.
Coming
Like we've
soon.
showed up 20 weeks in a row. Only one week we didn't do it on a Wednesday because we were so excited to show up seeing this update.
Isn't that funny? Isn't that
Oh, we've made
Hey,
mistakes
live and
along the
learn.
way.
Hey,
You know?
I wouldn't call that a mistake.
Oh, why?
that was following what we do.
It's all organic. It's all natural. Look at Googly Head.
How you doing,
But,
Spawned from all of
I
our
hurt his neck.
craziness.
we definitely appreciate you guys, Willen, Devin, Siberian, showing up, chatting with us, actually, being involved. We appreciate it.
Yeah, show up more.
Yeah, keep showing up. So we can...
Thanks for coming. You better fucking be here next.
We'll be taking
Just
attendance.
make sure you like and subscribe, and then there's a
Googly,
bell you can
man.
push so that you get an alert whenever.
But on that
we go
note,
live.
I mean, when it comes
Threatening
to
people all show meta. I try to hear your shit.
when it comes to showing up, though,
You got the fire. You got the scissors. You got all sorts of crazy shit going on.
but this is important. When it comes to showing up, we joke about it, but there's going to be a giveaway, and we don't know when it's coming up. And a giveaway. Yeah, we're going to be giving away some food.
Don't light those on fire. They might be very
I'm so
flammable.
focused on this thing in my hand right now.
So and maybe it'll be maybe it'll be next episode. Maybe the 20th episode. Maybe that would be a good time to do it. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I would say that's unlikely. But
Yeah,
if there's a way to magically make it happen for us to get 100 subscribers by next episode.
Oh, I thought it was 50.
I mean, that would be exciting. Yeah, we had to
Kicked it up a notch.
We had
Spice
to up
Missile.
the ante a little bit.
There might be a whole lot of MetaQuester alternates
Bam.
all of a sudden subscribed next week.
Anonymous Dude 01, Anonymous Dude 02, Anonymous Dude 03. Unfortunately, Anonymous Dude 69 was already taken.
You got the you'll hire a help desk.
Yeah, I'll go on Fiverr.
A call
I'll be like,
agency to just get us people, fake people. We need 50,000.
I think it's actually like a bannable offense on Twitch.
We aren't doing
Is
anything
it?
like that. I'd rather have
No.
25 followers that have
I
actually
would.
seen the
I
show
would
once
too.
or twice.
But it would be fun. Like if it wasn't a bannable offense, I think it would be funny for a goof like one show to have like 300,000 followers, and then the next show go back down to 20.
Oh yeah, if you like immediately somehow ban them all.
Yeah.
that'd
Like
be
did it
one
like
thing.
just as a goof and like brought it back. Like that would be funny. Like, oh my god, we're starting the show. We got 800,000
Hey,
followers.
Siberian's got a question, and
So
that's
we
a
have a
kitty
really,
question. What
we
the
have
fuck,
a really
kitty?
important question from Siberian.
Hey, somebody read it out. It's like cut off on
He
my screen. I
said-
can't see.
He said, legit question, went to your main site and the merch store isn't connected. Where is it if it's not on the main site? It's hidden.
Why would our
right
merch
now,
be hidden?
Because the merch is a joke. If you want to buy
It's not a
it, you can get
joke.
there by going to shop.
It should be like
Counts.
merch.
crimsoncouncilguild.com.
Hey, everyone
Merch.
in the chat, I need you to know that after this
Merch.
show, Kitty's gonna die. But
Can
in
you
the meantime,
type that link out?
What?
What? Why did you say
What?
that? Why would you say that?
That's
hid our
so not
merch.
cool. I didn't
Meta.
hide it.
No,
I
you
want
really
to point
know you're on
out
a
that
whole
we
new
had a
personality
long
with this
discussion
outfit.
about it and wanted to make sure it didn't seem like we were trying to monetize the guild, so we took it down.
It's not
Oh,
monetized.
yeah,
Put the
that
link in the
makes sense.
chat.
Listen,
That makes
first
sense.
of all, I hate that that concept. Like we make funny
yeah.
shit and like put out funny T-shirts. Like if somebody wants to buy it, how's that monetizing the guild? It's not like a membership fee. Like yeah, you can't join our guild unless you buy a fucking T-shirt. Like yeah, that's monetizing the guild. Like having funny shit to sell that if people like it, like I can't say that that's monetizing the guild. That's just like coming up with funny shit and like
Hey, guys.
having it available.
Thanks for coming to our stream where we now argue about how to handle the back end. Bye.
Buy our impossible to get to merch.
Buy our impossible to get to merch.
It's part of the thrill.
It's exclusive. We'll tell you that much.
If you can't find it, it's hard.
That's really cool these days, you know.
It's true. Okay, let's show them. Oh.
That
Front and
Peace shirt
center.
is great. The Bonely tank top, wonderful. I love it. It fits wonderful. That Bluto shirt,
Please
thicker.
join.us.
Yeah, it's great shirt.
It's got a front and a back. It's
I love
beautiful.
it. It's nice. It's light.
Get your little.
It's a light
It's the
black
pot
shirt.
leaf. It's you know it's vintage.
I have to tell you though,
it's
the
classic.
chef
It's
shirt.
well made. It's
The
official.
chef shirt is my favorite by far.
I tried to
From
wear it
Aldo
tonight, but
Chef.
I couldn't find it. I need to dig it out of somewhere.
Samaldo.
Look at this chat live on stream. Guild falls apart fighting about backhand stuff.
That's it, you guys. Episode 19. This is over.
Oh, we almost made it to the hallmark.
Announcing the end.
No, it's not.
The end of Crimson
You can't end
Council.
No.
No, we're actually all stuck here
That is
forever
our
now.
that is our big announcement for episode 20. Is we're dissolving the guild.
Yep.
We are gonna have a special guest next week though.
Yep.
We have a special guest next week.
We had a good
You
run.
guys had a good run.
What?
We tried. We tried so hard to keep it going.
Why do we?
Oh man.
Oh man, we gotta end it.
All right.
We have a special guest though.
But yeah, so next week, episode 20, we've got another special guest on. And if he shows up,
We're gonna be fun.
if he doesn't show up, we're gonna beat Bonely
He's
with
showing up.
another ugly stick.
Googly
Oh.
eyed find
You're
it.
welcome. You're welcome. Oh, I can't wait for more of that.
But yeah, so this is the last time I'm saying it. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for showing up. Sir Maldo being with us all the way from, what are you at, Utah, maybe?
Central Oregon,
You had
actually.
an L there.
Utah, Oregon,
Kitty don't know people's
Oregon.
names. Kitty doesn't know where
People call it
Oregano.
Oregon when
Kitty
they're
doesn't know how
saying
to run a
anything
website. Like,
So
Yeah, he's got really aggressive with these googly eyes, man. I'm just saying, I'm feeling a whole.
he's got too much. He's got too much googly power. It's just the googly.
Yeah, man.
oh
All
yeah.
right. Well, please.
I am one with the googlies.
Please. This is where you go, please.
I'm not doing it. I protest.
Okay.
All right,
Join.
Kaylee, your turn.
Dot
Please.
us. No, I did a join.us. Please join us. It's still one of our websites.
Join.us.